them doing every other civilized crime.
Yes, it's important, and everything still borders on the need for us to actually restructure the whole security framework in this country. Before now, I've not been a proponent of state police, but I think it is high time. It is only a fool that will continue to do the same thing, same way, and you expect a different result. As it is today, what we have is not really working. And until it's not just about saying community policing. The population is growing. And when you continue to have a centralized police structure, we will not get to where we're supposed to go. To get to. We're moving a same police structure that have been managing 100 million, 80 million people, now moving to 200 million people, and in the next 10 or 15 years we might move to 250 million population. And you want a situation whereby the DPO will not be able to take a decision until it takes it to his area commander, will not be able to take decision because his CP will still have to get instruction from the AIG, will still have to get instruction from the HIG. HIG that is still have to listen to what is going to happen in 774 local governments in Nigeria is not really working. So each state will have to develop its own philosophy as per policing. I say, you know what, we want to start having engagement with the people. We need to start carrying the people along. We want the people to be part of what we are doing. This time around, we want to be our security budget to be lean and to be effective. I'll give you an example. It's whereby you're saying that police is not properly funded. How can the police be properly funded when about 40% of your men are protecting individuals that are supposed to pay 40%? For their own? Go and check the number of people following people around, or in one public building, protecting one public building or private building here and there, including estates. You see, and then you are spending so much money to pay the salary of those people, and yet you are saying that you are not properly funded. How can you be properly funded? Because the money is being channeled to a wrong direction.
Okay, let's slow down a bit and look at because these are grieving families in Ozobolo, and they just cannot understand what the matrix is. I mean, a drug war, or whatever it is called, happening in South Africa, imported to Nigeria. Looking at the elements, where does the church fit in?
Well, as much as I would not really want to talk about a particular denomination, you understand, I think it has to do with the collapse of moral fabric of the society. Like I said before, the traditional institution, the religious institution as a whole, because the traditional ruler came from the society. The priest, the pastors also is a product of the society. If the society decide today that we want to uphold morality, then we'll start churning out good people that will become traditional rulers that will still want to sustain that, you know. Okay.
Let me bring this in. Sorry to jump in. What we also saw in Lagos yesterday raises more concerns. It looks as if no matter how we try, this may not go away anytime soon, depending on how we approach it. Jungle justice.
Yes. That still brings me back to the same thing that I said. You see, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I said, okay, we cannot stop.
I'm afraid we need to go to break, but we'll be back and let you respond to that in a moment. Join us again. Welcome back. So you were telling us, what do we do about jungle justice?
Like I mentioned in the past, say it's about the level of trust that the people has regarding the our security system in Nigeria, especially, let's say, Lagos State, because I think it's so common. Jungle justice is so common in Lagos State. And despite the fact that the current police structure in Lagos is you cannot compare with other states. I think it still is the best in the country. Still, people still find it difficult to have that level of trust that they are expected to have. And the police, I believe, over time have tried to do a lot too. And because trust is not something you build in a day. It takes a long time. And because so much had happened in the past, it made it difficult for people to just want to believe you overnight. And this still brings us back to the need for us to actually overhaul our criminal justice system. And you cannot overhaul it when the enforcement aspect of the criminal justice structure of this country, is not intact, and still bring me back to the issue of the need for us to look at the issue of state policing, state police structure. Lagos State, is investing so much in security, and whatever happened in other places is still being used to judge the police as a whole. People are not looking at Lagos as a Lagos police, like Fatai Owosheni as an outstanding
Nigeria police force.
Yes, as an outstanding police commissioner. They are not looking at ACP Disu as an outstanding RRS commander. Because I saw the picture, he was there yesterday. In fact, he was one of the first responder. And you always see him in all major, is that because they respond very, very fast and
this
swift.
Is about trusting the Nigerian police.
Now, it's about the Nigerian police now, not really about police structure in Lagos State, because the response time, is just so good compared to what it used to be. So until we break it down, and let's just say develop his own philosophy. The philosophy in Lagos is, let me say, is entirely different from the philosophy of the Nigerian police as a whole, because the Lagos State government, looks at a society where people will pick up a phone, call an emergency line, and there is someone at the end of it responding, and police vehicles from different locations respond. It's not like that in other states. So why is it now difficult for people to? Because they are being judged by what is happening. For example, in other places, to say the Nigerian police, if we give them a criminal, they will release the criminal, and the next time you see the criminal
That's a very seriously concerning matter that really needs to be addressed headlong. But Shea Adetayo, a security consultant, thank you for talking to us today. And that's the program. We thank you for your comments as well. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm Chamberlain Osal.
Thanks for watching. I am Gimba Umar.
Thank you. I'm Maokbe Ogun. Bye-bye.